I'm Nathalie Applewhite, the Managing Director of the Pulitzer Center. Thank you again for joining us this evening for this special gathering around the issue of gender. It's always wonderful to see so many familiar faces, and in this case, so many new faces. We knew we were onto something when we soft launched the announcement for the conference, and within just one afternoon, we had over 70 people register. And perhaps it's no surprise. In the past year, there's been an incredible spirit behind and support for women's movements, as was witnessed around the world at the Women's March in January. And it's also been a year where the public has been challenged to think about the value of news, truth, trust, and the role of journalists and journalism in our democracy. So you could say there's also been a spirited movement in support of journalism. And for the Pulitzer Center's part, we have always been committed to supporting reporting from around the world, because we believe that that mission now is more important than ever. Going forward, we plan on holding an annual conference around one overarching theme, and gender for the Pulitzer Center was the natural place to start. We've always been focused on supporting reporting that digs beneath the surface to uncover the root causes of crises that do make the headlines. As a result, gender issues have consistently cut across so much of our reporting since our earliest days. In fact, our first issues gateway was women and children. It pulls from a number of reporting projects from around the world that illuminate the adversity and outright crimes endured by women and children, as well as creative responses to those challenges. It now includes nearly 100 projects. And gender is, of course, not just about women and girls. Our reporting also touches on the complexity of gender identity, which cuts across binary categories. So we've supported dozens of projects that touch on LGBTQ issues around the world. And today, alongside leading experts, practitioners, and journalists, we've heard from a number of our grantees who have covered these topics over the years. The panels explored the intersection of gender and property rights, global health, labor, the economy, conflict, migration, and the refugee crisis. We also explored why diversity of perspective across gender, race, ethnicity, and religion matters so much in storytelling. The number of female panelists we've had today demonstrates the Pulitzer Center's commitment to supporting women journalists. We're not alone. Organizations like IWMF, the Global Press Institute, the Coalition for Women in Journalism, many of whom are here this evening, share this mission. And I'd like to recognize one of the most recent additions to this group, Women Photograph. Spearheaded by one of our many star grantees, Daniela Zalksman. Where's Daniela? All right. So you can hear lots more from Daniela, along with Jennifer Samuel from Photographers of Color Group, who will be doing a workshop tomorrow morning. It was also important to us, of course, though, to include the voices of men across the panels and these conversations, because this is a conversation and a dialogue that we all need to be having. And there is much we've left out, I'm sure, but we hope these conversations and our program this evening will help spark ongoing dialogues and connections around the issues introduced for many years to come. So, on to our program this evening. The Pulitzer Center has long been committed to extending the impact of our journalism beyond the headlines and the initial publications to reach new audiences and deepen the impact of the reporting that we've supported. We've done that through rich education programs, photography exhibits, books, long-form documentaries, and even performances.